They say Blackwood Asylum is just a story, a local legend whispered to scare kids. But tonight I'm here to find out if the whispers are true. This is Alex, and I'm standing at the gates of what was once the most notorious psychiatric hospital in the state. For 50 years, these walls have been silent, but the locals claim the spirits of its tormented patients, and one particularly malevolent surgeon still roam its halls. The story goes that Dr. Alistair Finch, the so-called Surgeon of Blackwood, never truly left. They say he's still looking for his next patient. Well, doctor, I'm checking in. The massive iron gate groaned open under my push, and the heavy oak door of the main entrance followed with a sound like a final, drawn-out breath. As it slammed shut behind me, the sound echoed through the cavernous space, sealing me inside with the darkness and the decay. The air was thick with the smell of dust and something else, something medicinal and metallic like old blood. My flashlight beam cut a nervous path through the gloom, revealing a long, desolate corridor. Paint peeled from the walls in long, leprous strips, and overturned gurneys lay scattered like the bones of forgotten beasts. Every creak of the floorboards under my boots sounded like a gunshot in the oppressive silence. This place wasn't just abandoned, it felt wounded, actively malevolent. Deeper inside, I found what must have been an old operating theater. A single beam of moonlight pierced the grime-caked skylight, illuminating a rusted surgical tray in the center of the room. As I stepped closer, a sudden sharp clatter made me jump. The surgical tools on the tray had scattered, falling to the tiled floor as if swiped by an unseen hand. My heart hammered against my ribs. That's when I heard it. A faint, guttural whisper that seemed to come from all around me. It was just one word, but it chilled me to the bone. Next, I wasn't alone. I spun around, my light darting into every corner, but there was nothing there. Just the cold, the dark, and the lingering echo of that impossible voice. Then, at the far end of the long hallway I had just come down, a figure began to coalesce from the shadows. It was tall and gaunt, clad in a tattered, old-fashioned surgeon's coat. It was him, the Surgeon of Blackwood. 2 points of cold, white light ignited where its eyes should be, fixing on me with an ancient, predatory hunger. For a moment I was frozen, a deer in the headlights of the supernatural. Then it lunged. I turned and ran, my mind screaming. The chase was a blur of terror through a labyrinth of identical, decaying corridors. Doors I had passed moments before slammed shut in my face, forced by some invisible power. The few remaining lights flickered and burst, showering sparks into the darkness as the ghost's raspy breathing grew closer, a death rattle right behind me. Just when my lungs were